Hello, everybody. I'm just going to run through real quickly how to find the slope of a tangent line. And on your worksheet, it does say slope at a point. So slope of the tangent line, slope of the point, they're all the same thing. So this is my function, x squared minus 7, and I'm trying to find the slope of the tangent line at a specific point, x equals 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know that this function is a quadratic. It looks like this. And what my goal is to try to find the slope of the tangent line right there. So I know it'll be positive. I just don't know what it's going to look like, but I have some graphical knowledge, so I know how to do that. So basically what you're going to be doing is you're going to be finding the slope by doing the difference quotient. F of x plus h minus f of x all over h. That's the difference quotient we've been practicing. But we're going to add something to it today, and that's we're going to take this h and we're going to try to make it as tiny as possible. By adding the limit, what that does for us is that allows us to not have to estimate and not have to do like f of x plus 0.001. That's more challenging to do that because of the decimals, but this is going to make your life a little easier. So what you're going to do is you're going to find f of x plus h. Substitute that in. X squared minus 7. What goes in for x is x plus h. Then I'm going to subtract f of x. So I'm going to subtract my parentheses x squared minus 7. And this is all going to be over h. And I'm really going to be taking a limit of all this as h goes to nothing when I'm kind of done. But let's do it first. Let's simplify this all out. So writing this twice and foiling it. This is so popular, I'd recommend you kind of just have this answer memorized. X squared plus xh plus xh plus h squared. One of each of those is 2 total. And it looks like that. So basically, we're going to be taking the limit as h approaches 0 of that squared, which ends up to be x squared plus 2xh plus h squared. H squared minus 7. Don't forget the minus 7. And then don't forget all this stuff over here. So I'm going to distribute in the negative. So things are going to cancel. So you're going to see x squared and negative x squared, negative 7 and positive 7. We've been doing this for weeks now. So you can kind of see how that all works. So then I'm going to be taking the limit as h approaches 0 of what's left. 2xh plus h squared over h. Well, if I plug in my 0 right now, I still get an undefined, a 0 on the bottom. So I'm going to fix that by factoring. All of these are done the same way. So I'm going to factor out an h. So I get 2x plus h. Just a GCF factoring that you should be used to. Now my h's cancel and I no longer have a denominator. So now all I have to do is take this 0 and plug it in for h. My answer is 2x. So the slope of the tangent line of this function is 2x. But I want to know when x is 4. So at the end, I put in a 4, I get 2 times 4, and I get 8. So the slope of this green line is 8. So I'm going to kind of get you started on one of your worksheet answers, but this is kind of a good example. If I was here today, this is what I would have done in class. So this is question number 2 on your worksheet. And I'll get most of it started for you. So you're going to use the same formula all the time. The limit as h approaches 0 of f of x plus h minus f of x all over h, which gives you limit as h approaches 0 of, oh, this is an easy one. It's 3, and in place of the x, you get an x plus h. Minus the f of x, and the f of x is just 3x all over h. And do a little distributive property. Limit as h approaches 0 of 3x plus 3h minus 3x all over h. The 3x cancel. You simplify. Limit as h approaches 0 of 3h over h. You know what? These h's cancel. It's just, there's no x. So it's just going to be 3. If it was 3x, I'd plug in a 2. But the cool thing about this is the slope of the tangent line of this function at 2 is just going to be 3. And that's how you basically do all your homework. So good luck with that today. I kind of did this one for you, and you can kind of wrap that up by doing the rest of the worksheet. Thanks.